I want you to turn around. There are Capitol Police officers behind you. They're guarding us. Take a look at them right now. Turn around.
I'm looking at you. You're talking to me.
No, look at them. I want you to look at them if you can, if you have the courage to look them in the eye, Mr. Patel, and tell them you're proud of what you did. Tell them you're proud that you raised money off of people that assaulted their colleagues, that pepper sprayed them, that beat them with poles. Tell them you're proud of what you did, Mr. Patel. They're right there. They're guarding you today. Tell them how proud you are.
That's an abject lie, and you know it. I've never, ever accepted violence against law enforcement. I've worked with these men and women, as you know,
you
my entire
glorified
life,
it in song,
and I did not make a single dime out of it.
In song. Well, let me.
How about you ask them if I have their backs, and let's see about that answer.
Let me ask you this, Mr. Patel. Let me ask you this. If an FBI director promoted a song of people who sprayed pepper spray in the face of an FBI agent, would you say they were fit to be director?
Mr. Schiff?
Yes or no? Would they be fit to be director?
I am fit to be the director of the FBI.
If you were the FBI director and you promoted a song with someone who beat an FBI agent with a pole, would you say you were fit to be FBI director?
Mr. Schiff, I am fit to be FBI director based on my 16 years in government service.
And yet you did all these things, Mr. Patel. You can say, oh, I support law enforcement. I decry violence against law enforcement. You could say all that. It's what you did, Mr. Patel, that matters. It's what you did that matters. Well, let me ask you about something else.
Absolutely ridiculous. Kash Patel is completely destroying this crooked Adam Schiff in this clip. We want to watch it all and don't want to miss it.
Not have anything to do with the recording. I did not have anything to do with the recording. Do you stand by that testimony, Mr. Patel?
Senator, what I said was I didn't do the recording.
You said you didn't have anything to do with the recording, which is interesting because here's what you told Steve Bannon on his podcast. So what we thought would be cool is if we captured that audio and then, of course, had the greatest president, President Donald J. Trump, recite the Pledge of Allegiance, then we went to a studio and recorded it, mastered it, digitized it, and put it out as a song now releasing exclusively on the War Room. We. If you had nothing to do with it, Mr. Patel, why did you tell Steve Bannon and all his listeners that you did?
That's why it says we, as you highlighted.
Yeah, and you're part of the we, right? When you say we, that includes you, doesn't it, Mr. Patel?
Not in every instance.
Well, that's new. So when you said we, you didn't really mean you. Is that your testimony?
Not unless you have a new definition for the word we.
Oh, okay. I always thought we included the person who pronounced the word, but maybe not. Well, you also said this, Mr. Patel. We were able to capture the recording thanks to their courageous singing, and we were able to take it to a studio. So let me ask you, Mr. Patel, after saying we took it to a studio, did you take it to a studio?
Me personally, no.
After you said that we digitized and recorded it and all that, did you take it to a studio and digitize and record it?
Me personally, no.
Okay, so you were lying to Steve Bannon and his audience. Is that what you're saying?
No, I was using the proverbial we appropriately, as you've identified.
The royal we. Oh, I see. And so...
This is absolutely ridiculous. You're here in Congress in front of everybody trying to define what we means. This Adam Schiff is completely ridiculous. He should resign.
You certainly promoted the hell out of it, though, didn't you?
I don't know what that means, but I promoted the heck out of raising money for families in need.
With promotions on social media and saying you were going to get this to #1 on the billboards, right, Mr. Patel?
I think it did.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Isn't that great? People who violently attack police have a #1 song thanks to you, Mr. Patel. That's something to be really proud of. Now, you've claimed, Mr. Patel, you didn't know about any of these people in the choir. Is that right?
I did not know about the violent offenders, and I did not participate in any of the violence in and around January 6th.
Tell me, Mr. Patel, what due diligence did you do to find out who was in the choir before you promoted their beautiful music? These people who assaulted law enforcement. What due diligence did you do?
Senator, I didn't record it myself.
So you did no due diligence before you promoted this song by these violent felons. Is that what you're telling us?
Senator, I did not record that myself.
So you're being considered for director of the FBI. And here you did no diligence to find out whether people you were associating with now the President of the United States in song were convicted of attacking police officers. Is that who we want running the FBI? I want you to turn around. There are Capitol Police officers behind you. They're guarding us. Take a look at them right now. Turn around.
I'm looking at you. You're talking to me.
No, look at them. I want you to look at them if you can, if you have the courage to look them in the eye, Mr. Patel, and tell them you're proud of what you did. Tell them you're proud that you raised money off of people that assaulted their colleagues, that pepper sprayed them, that beat them with poles. Tell them you're proud of what you did, Mr. Patel. They're right there. They're guarding you today. Tell them how proud you are.
That's an abject lie, and you know it. I've never...
It is a complete abject lie. These Democrats will try to find anything to prevent these Republicans nominee to get into office. It is sad.
Never, ever accepted violence against law enforcement. I've worked with these men and women, as you know,
you
my entire
glorified
life,
it in song,
and I did
Mr.
not
Patel.
make a single dime out of it.
In song. Well, let me.
How about you ask them if I have their backs, and let's see about that answer.
Let me ask you this, Mr. Patel. Let me ask you this. If an FBI director promoted a song of people who sprayed pepper spray in the face of an FBI agent, would you say they were fit to be director?
Mr. Schiff?
Yes or no? Would they be fit to be director?
I am fit to be the director of the FBI.
If you were the FBI director and you promoted a song with someone who beat an FBI agent with a pole, would you say you were fit to be FBI director?
Mr. Schiff, I am fit to be FBI director based on my 16 years in government service.
And yet you did all these things, Mr. Patel. You can say, oh, I support law enforcement. I decry violence against law enforcement. You could say all that. It's what you did, Mr. Patel, that matters. It's what you did that matters. Well, let me ask you about something else that you did, Mr. Patel. Did you claim that Donald Trump declassified all the documents at Mar-a-Lago? Did you claim that?
In what proceeding?
To the public, ever. Did you tell anyone that Donald Trump declassified all the documents at Mar-a-Lago?
From publicly available information, President Trump issued a declassification order on a variety of materials.
No, I'm just asking you, did you tell the public, did you tell anyone, did you make the claim that Donald Trump had declassified those hundreds of classified documents that were Mar-a-Lago? Did you make that claim
publicly?
From
my best of my recollection, I said President Trump issued a declassification order to a large number of documents.
Yeah, and were you present when he declassified all the Mar-a-Lago documents?
Senator, I'm not saying he declassified all the Mar-a-Lago documents. I said President Trump declassified a large number of documents, and I would hope this committee and the rest of Congress would want to get those documents to the American people.
Mr. Patel, before a president or anyone declassified documents, wouldn't you want to know?
It's obvious that Adam Schiff is trying to trick him with his trick question to say something that he doesn't want to say himself. It is sad.
Whether making the public would cause sources to be killed? Wouldn't you want to know that before you just declare they're all declassified? Wouldn't that be the responsible thing for a president to do?
That's not what he said.
It was the responsible thing for us to do. That's why we declassified the Nunes memo.
And did Donald Trump declassify?
And no one died.
And did Donald Trump ever ask any of the agencies who produced those documents whether declassifying them would put people's lives at risk? Did he ever do that to your knowledge, Kash Patel?
I don't know that he didn't. Do you?
No, that's the problem, isn't it? That's the problem, isn't it? So let me just ask, Mr. Chairman, if you would, Mr. Patel has said he has no problem. He would support the release of his grand jury testimony in that case. I would ask you, Mr. Chairman, ranking member, to join. This
is ridiculous. I think Kash Patel did very well in this interview, in this hearing. Honestly, you can already tell that Kash Patel he has a lot of experience, and he will be great at the head of the FBI. And he is probably going to open an investigation on Adam Schiff, on what he did in the past, because Adam Schiff should face justice for his heinous crimes. He's got a lot that he wants to hide from the general public. That's what people are saying. there. Somebody saying that he had over 3,500 pages of phone records showing that he spied on people, the press, including members of Congress, with whom he had disagreements with, and he selectively leaked them for his own treacherous political gain.
But I'm very concerned about what the chairman has done, and that is, and I'll yield in a moment. But he selectively put in a report the names of members of the press, of members of Congress, who he has had political disagreements with. He didn't put the names of everybody else in there. If he's got 3,500 pages of reports of phone records of people he's been spying on, he won't share all of those people that he's spying on, but he's selectively going to leak out names of members of the press who have written articles maybe that he disagrees with. That's frightening.
That's very, very frightening. I think he should basically face justice for this. Adam Schiff accepted a presidential pardon for admitting his crimes. He must be removed from all committee assignment and security clearance revoked, as any of the J6 committees have received a pardon for their crime. Just hear what he has to say right there in this clip. If you didn't know, when Trump was considering pardoning Michael Flynn, Adam Schiff said, if you cover up for Trump and lie for him, he will protect you. Today, Adam Schiff was pardoned by Biden for his role in the January 6th investigating committee.
As you know well, Michael Flynn pleaded guilty, then tried to withdraw those guilty pleas. He cooperated with the Mueller investigation, then uncooperated. Now CNN's reporting is the president is considering pardoning him, and soon. What message would that send?
Well, it would send a message that, at least as far as President Trump is concerned, if you lie on his behalf, if you cover up for him, he will reward you. He will protect you, but only if he thinks it's in his interest. There are others that lied for him that he's not going to extend that kind of service to. But it just, frankly, reflects so ill on our democracy, on the United States. I imagine what people around the world think when we have a president who's acting like an organized crime figure. But this is who Donald Trump is. It's who he was on the way into the presidency. It will be exactly who he is on his last days of the presidency.
And that was in 2020. And in 2024, he just accepted a pardon by Biden for his investigation in the January 6th committee. That's exactly why he was so wild and revved up against Kash Patel. He doesn't want Kash Patel at the head of the FBI because he knows he's gonna pay for his crime if that happened. He doesn't want to be investigated, and he was pardoned for this, for all that he did. Just look at what Kash Patel said about it.
In 10 seconds, who are the three people that, if Congressman Nunes is right, they need to call?
Adam Schiff, Nancy Pelosi, and Raskin. Oh, easy day, all day long. Subpoena their phone records. They leaked mine too, so I'm ready for the revenge of truth to come about.
Exactly, and that's why Adam Schiff was so wild, so revved up against Kash Patel. He wanted to incriminate Kash Patel right there in front of everybody, but of course that did not work. Adam Schiff just got pardoned by Biden, so it proves that he is crooked, that he has committed heinous crime. He said himself the power of pardon can be used to right a wrong, so he definitely did something wrong in the past, and a lot of things probably. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this situation. I hope you enjoyed this video today, and click right there to watch the next video, and I will see you there in the next video. Bye bye.